let's rock this. What's up, guys? Rocky Billip here. Pretty much, so I did promise you I was gonna do this monthly, and we just did not do it monthly. We didn't even do it biannually, so we're just gonna go ahead and just get this one out, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a Spitfire catch up, but not too much of like a, oh, this, and that. Let's just get straight to it. So a lot's happened since I've last talked to you guys. I did a show, my first show, and everyone that, first off, anybody that's watching this, knew that you were amazing, fantastic, awesome, spectacular. I had a far more spectacular time than words can even fathom. I know, you know, ever since I started this, I've been going to shows, just kind of like field study, if you will. And I think one of the biggest things, like the thing that always made me go home at night and sort of have that longing in my chest, was the fact that I couldn't be up on that stage doing it, you know? I performed at a few open mics. Speaking of which, I have to go to a few. Wow. I mean, I've been popping in and out, but not really anything consistent. But I'm just really grateful for the fact that now, you know, I can say I've been up there. And the show I was a part of, you know, shout out to Jatik. It was one where it wasn't so much as I asked to be a part of the bill, but so much I submitted to it, and my music held enough weight for it to be picked. And I think that's really what means so much to me, is that this was something where no one knew me. I was very much an outsider in this, and I was picked for this because of my weight in gold, essentially, you know? So another big thing is that I got new lighting, bop. I got new songs, One Way Ticket. Okay, so I believe I dropped Normal Life the last time I talked to you all. So the new songs that came out were Echoes of Silence, One Way Ticket, and those two songs really, honestly, you know, I can't judge any song higher than the other because it's like my kids, you know. But I think that these last two songs that I did, technically, I feel like I've been on it, you know. And these new songs that I'll be coming out with, wink wink, just on top of it, and it feels really good to finally say, like, you know, I'm working on this stuff and I'm excited for it. Another big thing, which I honestly should have put in the beginning because it's really the biggest accomplishment from the shows and everything and all that, it's really the pillar of all of it, is like, you know, I've been going to therapy, I've been sort of improving my, you know, my mental health, but it just feels really good to be in a better mental space and to really attack these things head on. You know, I think for me, especially with just things in general, it's really getting that awareness of what it is, to personify it, and then to solve the problem. You know, if I don't know what's going on, how am I supposed to solve it? So I think just this whole process of existing and living and doing all that, it's been really fun to go on to these problems head on. Yeah, we got a lot coming next. And the way I structured it was essentially as goals, you know, short-term goal, longer-term goal, overall goal. So in terms of like a 2-year plan, I would really like, in 2 years from now, 2 years from today, October 24th, I would love to be signed to a label. And in terms of specifics, I don't want to say anything, I don't want to mess anything up in the future, but I have it in my head. It's definitely with rosters of people who I've known, and people that I really look up to and want to emulate. That's the only sort of hint I'm giving. Maybe in the future when I get signed by them, you'll know what I'm talking about, and I'll relate it back to this. I'll put like a little eye over here, you know? The other thing is, so the other goal, the shorter term goals, for this year I want to get 3 shows. I could proudly say, you know, I've done 4, or honestly I might have hit 3 already, not including the November 16th one, and I'm planning a show in December. I'm getting that working as of today. Let's hope that works. I would love to be expanding to Brooklyn, which leads me to my next thing. I'm moving. This has really been a long time coming. And, you know, once all the bureaucracies and the finances get into place, I'll be able to move preferably anywhere, you know, which is a luxury that very few people have. And honestly, it's not just moving to live, moving to exist, because I can do that anywhere, you know. I mean, the city is great. I'm not far. I'm in Staten Island. But I think the thing that really sets it apart for this move, it's, so, to sort of show you full circle, I left the city May-ish, June of 2021. So almost 3 years ago. And the reason for that, I mean, I was making money, I was living my life in the city, but it was missing that music. It was missing the freedom of being able to sit down and make it, you know? I was being tied down by, you know, college, trying to get my real estate license, work. Because of that, I just wasn't able to, you know, put the time into music, which music, it's a 24/7 job, you know? As much as it is a passion, it is a job, and there's a lot to do with it. So I did that. Very, 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 very fun. Yeah, but you know, I had my job, my trying to get my real estate license, school, and not to mention, beyond all that, literally just trying to live and have a social life. All four of those took up the entire thing, and I left very little room for music. I wasn't in the space I needed to be for music. I felt like I didn't have the experience. Coming home was a choice, you know, and it's been a choice that I don't regret, but it makes you consider it, you know? It makes you consider it, especially considering the fact that, like, this sort of moving goal, it wasn't like, oh, you're gonna move in a month, you're gonna move in this. The move is undisclosed, you know? I mean, I've been here for almost 3 years. So just that alone, I mean, first off, it's just mentally deteriorating, hence the improved mental health, yay. And just to be able now to move and be in that place, I'm very grateful for it. Where I'm going to move in Brooklyn, TBA, I'll definitely keep you announced. Maybe I'll do a vlog on it. If any of you want it, just comment down below. Yeah, so aside from that, aside from the shows, by the way, guys, everyone, I go on so many tangents, and none of you can stop me while I'm making these tangents because it's pre-recorded, so I apologize if I start going down rabbit holes. This is why I do Rocky Diaries like biannually, because I'll have like 45-minute segments just patched bi-weekly. Not even bi-weekly, twice a week, like twice a weekly, whatever that's called, half-weekly. So my next goal, at least, so label, right, for the 2 years, short term, would get 3 shows, which I'm going to be freaking running through, like, with the ribbon, you know? But the 1 year goal, and I really want to work towards this, and I'm gonna do all my research, and I'm gonna really put my all into it. It will be really good after the application process to be a part of South by Southwest. If none of you know what that is, look it up. I'm kidding. Well, yeah, look it up. But also, it's pretty much a music festival for indie artists, and you know, it would be nice to be a part of a. And also, there's been such an alumni that's been there that I cannot name, but I know there's an alumni because but they get, well, hence the research, right? So I'm doing all that, boom bop, and hopefully a year. So I was gonna do it now, but the application ends the 27th, 3 days from now, and I do not have the gall to pack it up, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and work on that, and then a year from now, I'm gonna apply to it. They'll be like, Rocky Billup, you're in, and I'll be like, boom, boom, we going to Texas. Essentially the last thing, I guess, that we're working towards in the future, I really want to work with producers. I really want to work with mixing and mastering professionals. I don't consider myself an esteemed professional yet. I'm getting there, but I really want to sit down in a studio, which I've actually never had before. All these songs that you've listened to have just been from my bedroom. It's very much DIY, bedroom pop-ish, if you consider bedroom pop the location rather than the genre, but that's a whole conversation. So, you know, I really want to work with some people. I'm going to do some research with that and work with them. It's always been a financial issue. It's always been a monetary issue. But I recently got a job, and, you know, things are just starting to look my way, which is great. I've been trying to have my outlook be a little more optimistic. It could be very much a prison in your head when you're looking at it very negatively. I've been trying to avoid that, even though I'm like the CEO catastrophizing. That might not be a word, but I think it is. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I think in terms, like, I mean, I could break down a lot more. It's been so, I have a music video coming out. It's with one of my most amazing friends, Dominique Da Silva, and then I'll include them too, because I'll put them on the top. They're going on the top, they deserve it. And you know, they did a great job. Hopefully you're watching this before the video because it's so good and the hype for it needs to be needed. It's so real. So yeah, my battery's blinking. I will see all of you soon. I don't have really a catchphrase for Rocky Billip fans, but keep rockin', keep billipin', billipakin', Rocky Billipin', whatever. If you have one of mine, discuss it in the comments. The 2 comments. I'll see you all. See you later.